I'm Mark Crumpton with Bloomberg's First Word News. President Trump is spending this election day at the White House, but out of the public eye. The administration says he and the First Lady voted in New York via absentee ballot several weeks ago. Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders says the president is spending the day making calls, monitoring congressional and gubernatorial races, and meeting with his political team. He'll watch election results this evening from the White House. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says he hopes the outcome of the U.S. midterms will ease domestic tensions in the U.S. and enable Washington to focus on global issues. At a joint press conference in Madrid with Spain's foreign minister, Lavrov said that Russian-U.S. ties have become, quote, hostage to internal political squabbles in America. He added that he's hopeful the election will help stabilize domestic politics in the U.S., again quoting, so that Washington could concentrate on some positive steps on the international arena. Lavrov also reiterated Moscow's position that it's not meddling in U.S. elections. Brazil's president-elect Jair Bolsonaro says the Constitution is the guiding light for his country's democracy. His comments came amid concerns his administration might roll back civil rights. Bolsonaro attended a ceremony in Brasilia to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Brazil's Constitution. It was his first trip to the capital since he won the election last month. Bolsonaro has repeatedly disparaged women, black people, and gays. But today, the president-elect said, quote, in democracy, there is only one north, that of our Constitution. Relatives of Lion Air crash victims prayed and threw flowers into the Java Sea, where the jet plunged into the water more than a week ago, killing all 189 people on board. 2 Indonesian Navy vessels took hundreds of relatives to the crash location today, where a massive search effort is still underway. Investigators say the brand new plane had a malfunctioning airspeed indicator on its last 4 flights, including its fatal trip on October 29th. Global news 24 hours a day, on air and at TikTok on Twitter, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in over 120 countries. I'm Mark Crumpton. This is Bloomberg.
It's 2 p.m. in New York, 7 p.m. in London, at live from Bloomberg's World Headquarters. I'm Caroline Howard.
And I'm Scarlett Fu. This is Bloomberg Markets The Close.
And it's election day in America. Investors around the world bracing for results that will have implications for everything from bond yields to equity volatility. Brexit endgame drives pound volatility. UK Prime Minister readies a new draft Brexit deal. But the city votes with its feet as more bankers and trading venues quit London. And the view from Singapore, economic and financial heavyweights weighing a growing list of global risks at the Bloomberg New Economy Forum. All that and plenty more coming up.
First, though, let's get a check of the markets. The S&P and Dow extending yesterday's advance, but really I feel like the theme here is a holding pattern across asset classes. The S&P 500 and the Dow really haven't budged all that much. The VIX now holding at 20, but hasn't really moved all that much either. Last week, of course, it approached 28. And no real change in the ETF that tracks longer-dated treasuries.
And flat on that US dollar as well. Interesting moves that they're seeing in the pound and the euro, political risks driving there. But interesting, the S&P 500 is in fact at the highest in 2 weeks. So we have seen risk appetite ahead of this all-important election here in the US.